By the autumn of 1916, people here at home had stopped expecting an early end to the war. Somehow, it seemed to have settled down to a long and terrible ordeal. Away in France, the battles raged with terrible intensity. It was difficult for us who did not have to take part in them to understand how vast and how violent they were. But we knew the results well enough. Endless arrivals of wounded and broken men, spilling out in shattered streams from the hospital ships into hospitals, nursing homes and, yes, mental homes the length and breadth of the country. Tom could seldom forget the war. Sometimes he came near to it, but everywhere there were reminders of the conflict being fought out in France. Like the day he was caught in one of those sudden summer storms. Tom didn't like standing beneath trees in a thunderstorm, so he set off to find some safer shelter before he got soaked to the very skin. And that's where this very strange adventure began.
When this shelling stops, we'll make a break for it. Got to get back to our lines. Down! Just keep down!
But there's nobody out there.
What's your name?
Tom Grattan.
Name, rank and number, that's all you're allowed to say.
I haven't got a rank, I'm not in the army. Look, it's only a storm.
I hate this war. I hate it. Do you know, I look forward to joining up. Actually look forward to it. Look at us now.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Do you think it's clear out there?
Yes, I think so.
Let's see. No sign of them.
Maybe they've gone.
Shelling drove them off, I shouldn't wonder. I hate the shelling. I can't stand the noise.
It's all over now. Finished. Shall we go?
Yeah. Come on. Make for that wall, right?
Yeah.
Right. On the double. So far, so good. Where are we? Have you got a map?
No, I know the way. It's over there.
What are you, a scout or something?
No, I just know the way.
Where are we going?
We're going home.
Yeah. Let's go home.
You can sleep in that room below you, Tom. It'll only be for a day or two. We must find out where he comes from.
He doesn't seem to remember. I've asked him.
He's tired out, poor lad. He'll be right as rain tomorrow.
I think he's shell-shocked. I read about that in the magazine.
What does that mean?
Well, just too much noise. Too much fear. Too much everything.
Will he get better?
Some do.
Of course he will. Good night's sleep. That's all he needs. Now come on, you two, off to bed with you. There's a busy day tomorrow.
Good night.
Night, Tom.
Good night, Mum.
Night, Julie.
Dear Dad, I got your letter and I'm glad you're all right. The war's going on such a long time, sometimes I can't help worrying. I know you keep saying you can look after yourself all right, but things happen, and well, keep looking after yourself, Dad, as I miss you. Goodbye for now. I'll write again soon.
It's all right, Tom. Go back to bed. I can manage.
And get a good night's sleep. Jerry'll be over at first light. Defend Margham at all costs. Don't let them get Margham.
Good night.
Plenty of sleep, good farmhouse meals, and the warmth of Kirby hospitality worked wonders. And, as Mrs. Kirby had predicted, soon the soldier was as right as rain. Except in one thing. He simply didn't know who he was. A lot of men suffered this during the war. Amnesia, they called it. Loss of memory. Not far from the Kirby farm lay the big house, now being used as a military hospital. Mrs. Kirby went to see the medical officer in command and discovered that her visitor had been a patient here for a short while, but had run away. Neither he nor the nursing sister had been able to discover his identity. When Mrs. Kirby asked if he could be allowed to stay on at the farm for a while, in her care, the medical officer was delighted. The hospital was jammed full, more and more wounded arriving from the battlefront each day. Anyway, he reasoned, hard work and kindness was the best cure for a shell-shocked soldier. There was plenty of both these on the Kirby farm.
Morning, Mrs. Kirby.
Hello, Tom. That's it.
Can I give you a hand, love?
Thank you.
So, The soldier with no name stayed and helped and got better. Except every now and then...
You should be wearing your uniform, you know. If the sergeant catches you like that, he'll skin you alive.
Morning, Stan.
Morning, Mrs.
He's muddled up, Stan. 1 minute he'll be talking like you and me, and then he'll be in the army.
It takes him always, lad. Terrible, that's what it is. Terrible.
If only he'd tell us who he is, or where he came from.
Aye, it'd help.
But he didn't, and the soldier's identity remained shrouded in mystery. One summer's evening, after the day's work was done, Tom walked with the soldier to a favourite haunt down by the river. It was a lovely evening. All the peace of Yorkshire seemed to lie still in this beautiful place. Tom used to come here on his own sometimes, when he was depressed, or anxious about his father, caught up in the great battles over there in France. The babble of the river would pick up his spirits. The war would seem very far away. But even here the soldier didn't relax. He seemed more tense, more sad than ever, as though something special was worrying him.
This war.
What?
He lost Margham after all, you know. All those people trapped. Couldn't get out. I couldn't help them. I tried. I swear to God I tried.
Well, what's Margham? A village or something?
Can you hear it? Can you hear that roar?
It's the river!
It's flames! Flames! Margham! Margham's on fire!
Hey! It's the river! What are you doing? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
But the soldier had vanished into thin air.
Munich?
No, Margham. He was definitely on about Margham. He said it was on fire.
I can't see it on this map anywhere. Markham? Margot?
Margham?
Oh, all these names.
Oh, it's hopeless. And where could he go to? He was running, as though he knew where he wanted to go.
He'll come back, Tom. After all, he got to know his way around these parts quite well.
No, he set off for somewhere. Not aimless like he often was. Definite.
Perhaps he went back to that old house. You know, the one you found him in.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I mean, what was he doing there in the first place? Can I go and look, Mrs. Kirby?
Oh, well, lad.
I'll come with you, lad. We can take trap. I don't like the look of this.
Oh, it's all right, Stan. I've been in there before. It's quite safe.
Is it? You've got more guts than I have then, Tom. Dead spooky, that's what it is.
Come on, Stan.
Oh, heck. in there?
No. What's up there? Anyone there?
There's no one in here.
Oh, that's strange. I was sure he'd be here.
Well, he isn't.
Well, what do we do now?
Now, you've got me there, lad. I'm fair flummoxed. Ain't no sense in standing about here. Come on, let's get back.
I wonder who lived there.
Somebody well off, I shouldn't wonder. Obviously well built. Solid. It'll be there for years.
Hey, Stan, look.
Margham. That reminds me of something. There were a fire.
A fire? Yeah, that's right. He said something about a fire.
I've got it. Come on, Tom, lad. I better know where he is. There you are, Tom, lad. There's your Margham. Margham Mill. Ah, he got burnt down about 4 years since. A lot of people died too, I heard tell. The owner had an house. That ruined one we was in, I shouldn't wonder. He lived there with his wife and son. Mill folks, they all blamed him for fire, so they wrecked his house. Soon after that, he died. His widow still lives hereabouts, but don't exactly know where, but she shouldn't be hard to find.
And his son?
Ah, well, he was no but a lad then. He sought fire from the house, helped in rescue, but it was a hopeless job, though. Soon after that, he ran away. Joined Tommy, so I heard.
Hey, Stan, look. I think he's back.
But what's the silly young fool doing up there?
Hey, Stan, go and find his mother. I'm going up after him.
Hey, you do no such thing, lad. That's dangerous, that is. Tom!
So Tom started on the long, treacherous climb upwards. Up and up Tom went, his ascent more perilous the higher he climbed.
It's Tom.
Name, rank, and number, that's all.
Don't you remember me?
No! Why should I remember you? How can you remember anyone in this wretched war?
I'm going to take you home. Now give me your hand.
Keep away from me! I have no home. I've nothing anymore.
Got your mother? What about her?
My mother?
Yes, your mother, Mrs. Margham. Stan's gone to fetch her.
Margham? That's not my name.
That's the name of the house and the mill.
Do you remember me? Tom. Tom Grattan.
Tom?
That's it.
That's right. Margham. Margham Mill. It's all coming back to me now. But I can't remember how I got here. Tom, I'm scared.
I'll get you up. No, don't look down. Give me your hand.
In that single handshake was the ending of one of Tom Grattan's most mystifying adventures. I don't think Tom will ever fully understand what he accomplished. In facing the full, unheroic crudity of war, and not flinching back from it, he had visited the darkest regions of experience and brought back with him a broken, wounded man. In so doing, Tom had saved the soldier from Margham as surely as if he had brought him back from under enemy fire and restored him to his family.
Come on, love. Come on, let's go home.
Well, do you still want to join the army, lad?
Of course I do. Why shouldn't I?
Oh, just wondering, lad. Just wondering.